What if I told you that tiny pieces of plastic are hiding in the water you drink, the food you eat, and even the air you breathe? They're so small that you can't see them with your eyes, but scientists have found them in oceans, rivers, fruits, vegetables, seafood, human blood, and even inside the human brain. Every single day, we unknowingly come into contact with thousands of these tiny plastic particles. But where do they come from? How do they enter our bodies? And most importantly, what can we do to protect ourselves and our planet? Stay with me, because today's video might completely change the way you think about plastic. So, without wasting any more time, let's get started. What are microplastics? Microplastics are tiny plastic particles that are smaller than 5 millimeters. To give you an idea, that's about the size of a sesame seed, or even much smaller. Many microplastics are so tiny they can only be seen under a microscope. Scientists usually divide them into two main types. Primary microplastics are intentionally made small. Examples include tiny plastic beads that were once used in cosmetics, toothpaste, industrial products, and cleaning materials. Secondary microplastics are formed when larger plastic items break down over time because of sunlight, heat, wind, and waves. Plastic bottles, shopping bags, food containers, fishing nets, plastic packaging. All of these slowly break into smaller and smaller pieces until they become microplastics. The problem is that plastic doesn't disappear. It gradually becomes smaller. Where do microplastics come from? Microplastics come from our everyday activities. One major source is plastic waste. When plastic bottles, bags, cups, and packaging are thrown away carelessly, they eventually break into tiny particles. Another surprising source is synthetic clothing. Every time we wash clothes made from polyester, nylon, or acrylic, thousands of tiny plastic fibers are released into wastewater. Many wastewater treatment plants cannot completely remove these fibers. As a result, they flow into rivers, lakes, and oceans. Car tires are another hidden source. As vehicles move, small pieces of rubber and plastic wear off the tires and wash into the environment during rainfall. Even paint, artificial grass, and construction materials release microplastics over time. Everyday life produces far more plastic pollution than most people realize. How do microplastics enter our bodies? You might wonder, if these plastics are everywhere, how do they get inside us? The answer is surprisingly simple. We eat them, we drink them, and we breathe them. Microplastics have been found in seafood because fish and shellfish mistake them for food. They've also been detected in table salt, bottled water, honey, tea bags, and even fresh fruits and vegetables. Scientists have also discovered tiny plastic particles floating in household dust and outdoor air. Every breath we take may contain microscopic plastic particles. This means that even people who never throw plastic into nature are still exposed to microplastics every day. Why are microplastics dangerous? Researchers are still studying the long-term effects of microplastics. However, they already know that these particles can carry harmful chemicals, bacteria, and pollutants. Some studies suggest that microplastics may trigger inflammation in the body. Others are investigating possible effects on hormones, the immune system, and overall health. Because these particles are so small, some can move through body tissues after being inhaled or swallowed. Although scientists continue to learn more, one thing is already clear. Reducing plastic pollution benefits both people and the environment. How do microplastics affect wildlife? Animals suffer even more than humans. Sea turtles mistake plastic bags for jellyfish. Birds feed plastic fragments to their chicks. Fish eat tiny plastic particles floating in the water. Whales have been found with large amounts of plastic in their stomachs. When animals consume plastic, they may feel full without getting proper nutrition. Many become weak, sick, or die from starvation. Plastic pollution is not just litter, it threatens entire ecosystems. How do microplastics affect the environment? Microplastics don't stay in one place. Wind carries them through the air. Rain washes them into rivers. Rivers transport them to the ocean. Ocean currents spread them around the world. Scientists have even found microplastics in remote mountains, polar ice, deserts, and deep ocean trenches. Because plastic breaks down very slowly, it can remain in the environment for hundreds of years. That means the plastic we throw away today could still exist long after we're gone. In that case, what can we do? The good news is that everyone can help reduce microplastic pollution. Here are a few simple habits. Carry a reusable water bottle. Use cloth shopping bags instead of plastic bags. Avoid single-use plastics whenever possible. Choose products with less plastic packaging. Recycle correctly. Never throw plastic into rivers, lakes, or streets. Wash synthetic clothes less often and use washing bags or filters designed to capture microfibers when possible. Support businesses that use eco-friendly packaging. Join local cleanup campaigns. And most importantly, teach others about plastic pollution. Small actions repeated by millions of people create big change. Let's quickly review what we've learned today. Microplastics are tiny pieces of plastic smaller than 5 millimeters. They come from broken plastic products, synthetic clothing, vehicle tires, and many everyday items. They enter our bodies through food, water, and air. They threaten wildlife and pollute ecosystems around the world. And each of us can help reduce plastic pollution through simple, daily choices. Finally, we can say, the biggest danger about microplastics isn't that they're impossible to stop. It's that they're so small, they're easy to ignore. But every reusable bottle, every cloth bag, every recycled item, and every piece of plastic picked up from the ground is a step toward a cleaner planet. Change doesn't happen because of one giant action. It happens because millions of people choose to do small things every single day. Let's be part of that change. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family so more people can learn about the hidden dangers of microplastics. There is a simple question for you. How do microplastics enter our bodies? Comment your answer in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future videos about the environment, health, and everyday science. Thank you so much for watching and spending your valuable time with us. Remember, the Earth doesn't need a few people living perfectly. It needs millions of people making better choices every day. Take care of yourself. Take care of nature, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye and have a wonderful day.